That's what I keep telling Wesley and Elle. That's like my future. I'm like, I want to be a YouTuber so bad.
Dude,
and I don't
think
do
it'd be
it.
fun.
It'd be so fun, dude.
So what would you do if you did YouTube?
I don't know. I thought like doing a. I love cooking. I don't know if I'd want to do it like full time as YouTube. Do you watch Slushy Noobs at all?
No.
They're so funny, man. Oh my god.
Is it like comedy cooking?
They do some cooking. They do
Oh.
mukbangs. They're just these two guys. They're so funny. And they're up in Canada. They're like always in character. It's so funny. And like when they have social interactions, it's like the most embarrassing thing. Like you're watching and you're like, oh, this hurts to watch, but it's also just perfect. It's so good. So
That's
I'd love,
hilarious.
I don't know if I'd want to do something like that.
They're out
Maybe-
of Canada, he said?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All of the good YouTubers are out of Canada.
Really?
Like Curtis Connor, both of those guys. Cody Co, but not anymore. I swear though, all of the big YouTubers are from Canada. So
Interesting. We've been talking, but I'll just introduce you. This is Mitch, Trounce.
Hello.
And we grew up together.
Dude,
So
day ones, honestly.
day one.
Because you were in kindergarten too.
Oh, did you have Miss Homer?
Oh, I had Barton.
Okay.
Right.
So different.
But same school.
Same school.
crazy.
Same grade. I want to say, were you born in like November?
Dude, wow. Yeah.
Let's go.
Wow.
Okay. So he was older and wiser, but yeah, same grade, and literally spent like 18 years growing up
Yeah, that's crazy.
together.
Wow.
So yeah, Mitch, you're a cool dude, and we kind of I mean, I haven't seen you in a couple of years, but
been a bit.
we connected and just wanted to kind of catch up, and this is a fun way
Yeah.
to do it.
I
Got
DM'd
some-
him a really nasty message and he wanted to
clear
kind of-
things out.
yeah.
Clear things up. This is like he was calling me out on TikTok and said
It was
I could never face him.
It was the nepotism with Loot.
Oh yeah, the giveaway.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
Yeah, I mean everyone was saying it was staged, and
Yeah.
I'm telling you it's not. But
For sure.
even after dinner we weren't quite able to
Yeah.
settle that.
So now we're here.
So now we're here.
Yeah.
So I brought 20 sources showing why it was not rigged, and we're gonna go through each one.
Dude, Jordan High School taught you well.
Yeah. Dude, yeah. No, that school, I feel like, looking back, I could have learned the amount of information I learned in like 6 months if I like actually
Yeah,
studied
dude.
and like dedicated. High school is so more drawn out than it needs to
It
be.
is. And Jordan, though.
Oh, yeah.
We talk about it like within my family, just like how, and no disrespect to any of the teachers there,
No.
besides Miss Stone, but but Jordan High School is actually, it's crazy. It's a little sad.
Yeah.
Like,
it's not great.
it's not good,
No.
but it was fun.
It's like minute rice. you
Yeah,
know?
no, it is. You
Yeah.
look at like all the other schools in that district, like Brighton and Alta and Corner, and it's like they all are like a little bit prestigious.
Yeah.
And Jordan is like, oh,
It's like a cold pancake, like a pancake that's been sitting out
Yeah.
for 30 minutes.
it's weird.
It's not great.
No.
You know, you can stomach it, but it's not the best. Never your first choice.
No, but you always have like beat digger clout.
Oh, of course. This is our mascot was the Beat Diggers, and this symbol, I feel like it could be
Is a
gang
cult
sign.
symbol.
Yeah.
But it's also a school symbol.
Yeah. It's our roots, pun intended.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, that was a good time. I feel like with you, we didn't hang out an insane amount growing up, but I didn't really hang out with that many people growing up. But I was always like, I didn't really know much about you, and then all of a sudden I was like, oh, Mitch skates, and he's like a dang good artist, and like,
Thank you, dude.
I just didn't really ever know what you were doing until like all of a sudden
Yeah.
I was like, holy crap, dude, Mitch is legit. Did you like skate all your life? Like when did that
That was in
start?
like 9th grade, I think.
Okay, so
I was scootering
that
for my
makes
whole
sense
life.
that I
And
didn't know
then
that.
my cousin Jackson was like,
Jackson White?
yeah.
Okay.
He's like, dude, what are you doing? I would go to the skate park. He's like, you have to try skateboarding. It's so fun. And I was like, oh, no way. Like, I'm not skateboarding. I'm going to stick to scootering for my life. Like,
Yeah.
this is fun. I'm getting my tail whips down and everything. And then I started to bring a scooter and a skateboard to the park.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, I'll do a little bit of this. And then I'd hop back on the scooter. And I finally started taking it seriously. Because then, like, that friend group started to develop with, like, Tyler Tovey and Wesley Henderson. And we were all like, dude, we are going to be, like, pro skaters when we grow up. Like,
Yeah.
Tyler had that vision. And we were like, let's all make it happen. Let's all be pro skaters. So we'd, like, skate at the church parking lot from, like, right when school got out to, like, 9:30 at night. Like,
Yeah.
just skate nonstop. And I'm, like, worse than I was then, probably.
Really?
I
mean, I guess you
we
were
were
way
pretty good,
dedicated.
honestly. Like,
Yeah.
Wesley was crazy.
Was he the best?
He was so good. Tyler was the best, but, like, Wesley had some crazy tricks down. It was insane. And then now I call him up. I'm like, let's go skate, dude. And he's like, yeah. And we basically just sit at the skate park and talk for, like, 3 hours and, like, hop up, roll for a second, and then sit back down. We're like, we don't do anything. He's like, I don't know any tricks anymore, honestly. I'm like, oh.
That's depressing.
I know, because if he kept at it, he would honestly, he'd be so good.
The thing about Wes is I feel like he just attacked whatever he was into.
He was crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Dude.
and I think a lot of people are like that. Just if you like tell someone to do something, they're not going to do it.
Yeah.
But like if you're interested in it, like nothing can stop you.
Yeah, dude. He was locked in all the time.
Yeah.
Like, we lost him for a whole summer. Like, legit nothing for an entire summer. We finally see him, and he's like, guys, I'm so sorry. I got Skyrim, and I just got lost in the game. Like, bro. Like, every day we'd be like, I wonder if this is the day that he'll text back. We'll hang out with him. And, like, genuinely 3 months just radio silence from Wesley. And we're like, man, this kind of sucks.
What happened, man? What did we do? Did we hurt his feelings?
So, and that's how he is, honestly. You just, like, for a while, you just won't hear back from him. And they'll be like, oh, bro, I'm so sorry. Like, and then you'll start hanging out again, and then he kind of finds something else. He's like, oh, lasered in on that. Which is honestly sick.
It's sweet.
He's dedicated.
He'll go places.
He will.
He can do whatever he wants.
He'll be top charts for rap or something in no time. I know it.
Yeah. That's so sweet.
Yeah.
So you started skating later, and then what about art? Did you do art for
Yeah.
most of your life?
I did art forever. I feel like I started drawing on, like, my homework in, like, 5th grade. I remember was, like, the year. I was like, ooh, yeah, I draw good dragons. Like,
Yeah.
I remember actually Chandler Jepson one
Yeah.
time. He made me realize my art was, like, decent, but, like, kind of sucked a little. Because I was drawing these dragons, but I'd only have, like, the one arm and the left arm, the left leg, the left wing. He's like, dude, why are you only drawing, like, half of a dragon? I was like, what do you mean? Like, the other one's right behind it. And he's like, well, it looks just, like, so flat. And I was like, dang. So then I started, like, drawing, like, an arm down here or whatever.
Yeah.
And that,
Like playing with dimension.
Chandler Jepson's the reason why I, like, really got going, I feel like, thinking about it. And AJ, and you just had him on the podcast.
Yeah.
AJ and I in 5th grade, we, like, bonded over drawing cars. Like, because he
Really?
is such a car guy.
Oh, yeah.
So we were drawing all these made-up old cars, and that was sick. And then Chandler's, like, critique, dude,
Yeah.
that's what skyrocketed my art career.
That's so nice.
That's so funny.
Have you ever brought that up to him? Like,
No. I haven't seen
probably
Chandler in a
doesn't know.
while, honestly.
Funny enough, I saw him at like a golf range.
No
a
way.
couple
Just
months
randomly?
ago. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He's like, I was with like my brother. He's like, Paulson's. And I was like, no way.
That's
it's
crazy.
Chandler.
That's crazy.
Dude, like you saying that, first of all, I think it would crack him up knowing that because
Oh, yeah.
there's no way he remembers that.
No, not at all. But to me, I was like, oh, dang it. Like,
Pivotal.
what?
My dragons suck. Why am I drawing half a dragon?
Yeah, and then I started to, like, play with perspective a little bit, like, as much as a 5th grader can, and I
Yeah.
was like, this is sick. Like, I love this. I think we did, like, in the Kiva,
Oh yeah.
we did, like, some presentation or whatever, and I did, like, a dragon, and that was, like, the one where I was like, okay, this one's actually pretty good. It's got, like, 2 arms, 2 legs, like, we're killing it. And then just kept going with that, did it through high school,
Yeah.
lost it for years, honestly. I was like,
Just doing other stuff, or like not
dude,
really
I don't
interested?
know. I just like got bummed out on it, I think.
Really?
And like the schedule in high school, like I had like art classes all day long. So it was like, boom, I'm just working on something all day.
Mm.
And then coming back, I was like, man, I don't know what to do with myself. And you
Yeah.
get into like that mindset of like, oh my gosh, I need to like do what I love and also make money off of it.
Yeah.
And that kind of just killed it for me. And I just didn't do it for so long until like this year, honestly, I feel like was the year I picked it up again.
Really?
And
I didn't know it was that recent.
no, yeah, it took me, I'd like do random little doodles every once in a while throughout the last couple of years, but nothing that I was like, nice job, Mitch. Like, it was like, that kind of sucked.
Yeah.
And then now I'm like, this is so fun. Like Emmy and I, we go eat dinner at the park like every single night.
Yeah.
It's not like too hot, and she'll bring her book and I'll just bring my drawing book and I'm just doodling away. And it's so fun. I love it.
That's so cool.
I know. It's good.
Was there something that like helped you find that I guess lack of pressure or joy in drawing again?
Yeah.
Or was it just kind of like one day you didn't feel that dread anymore?
I don't know. I was kind of maybe mediums, honestly, that I was using. Because in high school, I was like watercolor strictly. Like I loved watercolor and then just homework doodles. But then and anime. Honestly, anime like really inspired me. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, that like the art. And they do like such crazy perspectives. And I was like, that's so sick. I need to like get back into drawing and find like a medium that like matches anime without having to do like digital or like some crazy paint.
Yeah.
So I got into like ink drawing because it gets like a really flat color like an anime does. And that's like, that was so fun for me. I was like, dude, this is cool. Like I can actually make what I want to make now versus like holding on to the high school stuff that I'd make. Like I was so into watercolor sailors, like sailboats, all that stuff. And after I was kind of over that, I was like, I don't know what to do with myself anymore. But now anime, dude, inspired me.
Really?
I'm back.
So it just kind of reignited it and
Yeah.
gave you the fuel for the new medium.
Yeah, that and Pinterest, I guess. Just finding like weird other people that are doing like really kind of out of the box stuff. I was like, oh, I feel like I kind of got into this mindset of just following rules, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I honestly think the mission really drills that into you, especially
Yeah.
if you're stateside. It's like rules, 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 and it really like
Oh yeah.
my
On
whole
my
life.
mission too.
Yeah, dude. Oh, that's crazy that I feel
Yeah.
because Luke in Japan, he's like, yeah, we went to the ocean today. We hiked up a mountain, found some random farmer, and kind of hung out with him. I'm like, dude, we were like drilled. It was awful.
Yeah. And for context, it's a LDS
Yeah.
mission, Mormon mission, where you go typically for 2 years for guys and serve and teach and lots of rules.
Lots and lots of rules.
Yeah.
It was lots of benefits from doing that, but honestly, like trauma too.
Oh yeah.
Like
No, I
serious
was-
trauma.
Yeah, I think some people have like a 9 to 10 out of 10 experience.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people have like a 2 out of 10 experience. and then I think a good amount are in the middle, but
Yeah.
I think more people have like a pretty tough time
Yeah.
than like a lot of people realize. But
Yeah. It can be hard.
yeah.
So
Definitely.
I think that was honestly what killed my creative spark for a
The
while.
mission,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because it's just the real rule stuff, and then I started to see people that were like breaking the rules, because it's like what it's all about, art, and I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot that. Like,
Yeah.
you can do whatever you want with this thing. So then I've been exploring with like all kinds of mediums lately, and that's just been so fun. Like I
That's
finally
so
feel
cool.
like that's what I look forward to at the end of every day.
Yeah.
Watch Sex in the City during the day.
Emphasis on
Pack
the
orders.
sex.
Yeah. Pack orders, and then at the end of the day we go to the park and I draw, and I'm like, this is so nice.
Dude, that's like,
Yeah.
isn't that cool? Like on paper, that's just so simple.
Oh, so simple.
That's what is like the
Yeah.
happiest. stuff.
Yeah. If Provo will teach you anything, it's to live a simple life, because there's nothing going on here. Like all I need is a park.
Only option.
Go on a hike, go on a walk. Yeah.
And the same hike you were saying.
The same hike over and over again. Just try to beat your time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, one time, me and Logan Clark,
Yeah.
the kid that we grew up with, we tried to, against our better judgment, tried to run up that thing. And we literally made it like 5 minutes, and I've never had worse lung pain in my
Yeah.
life. I felt like something was wrong with my lungs, and I run quite a bit.
Yeah.
And
that's just like
and
taking
I
it.
was dead.
Yeah.
Never again. It's literally been 5 years, and I've never been up that hill again.
Dude, you're so
brutal.
close right now, though. We could make it happen.
We could. We should just
Yeah.
go run up Wide Mountain with my
I
sprained
want to
ankle.
work into that, to the trail running up that. But,
Well, if you're doing that every other day, bro,
I know.
you got a good head start.
I'm not stopping. I don't stop until I get to the top.
Yeah.
But my vision, I was telling my brother yesterday, I was like, dude, like, at like turn 6, my vision, it's like black a little bit because I don't have water with me either. And I'm just like, and it's just kind of like getting a little funky. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, I should stop. But I'm like, gotta beat my time. Like, it's probably, and I'm like, and at least I'm working out. I'm doing a great job. I'm like,
I just saw a giraffe pass me, but I gotta beat my time.
it's chill.
Yeah, there was
overworking myself.
There was a bird talking to me, just talking crap about how slow I'm going. I was like, shut
Oh
up,
my
I'm gonna
gosh.
keep going.
Yeah.
But I'm fine.
Yeah. So trail running would probably like actually, I'd just
Make you pass out.
pass out on the side. I keep wondering if that'll happen. Like if my vision will boom, boom, and then I'll just wake up and there'll be some like kid with a BYU shirt on, just like, hey, are you all right? Oh my gosh.
Have you ever passed out?
Yeah. When the
Oh.
pass out game was big, do you remember that?
Oh, like when you hold your breath and like stand up really fast?
Yeah, man. I think that was the
got
only
ya.
time I passed out. I was like, because my parents were like, don't do that game, it's so bad. And I was like, yeah, that's freaking crazy. And I remember I was like
Yeah,
hanging out with
that's
like McKay
stupid.
Richards at the time and Jackson.
Oh,
And
yeah.
they were like, it's so funny. And I remember one night we were like all hanging out and I was like, oh, I'm just gonna do it. And I'm joking doing it. And boom, I fall on the ground and it was like super quick. And I wake back up and I was like, oh, whoa. Like that was not what I wanted to happen. Like I felt like bad about it. I was like, oh my gosh, I actually completed the pass out game.
Dude, it's like I've actually never, no, I have passed out once, but like, it seems like you'd feel like violated almost. You're like, I was
Yeah.
so out of control.
Yeah. And it's just the stars like start coming in heavy and you're like, no.
Yeah.
It was like slow motion too. It was awful.
I forget, like, do you like curl up in a ball and then you stand up really fast and like run?
They're probably different techniques. The one we did
Oh.
was straight up just choking ourselves till we passed out. It was so stupid, bro. Like,
You just choked yourself.
I didn't even know there was a different way to do it. We're just like, all right. I can't breathe. Like, what were we thinking? And I remember,
Choked yourself.
like, I don't remember who it was actually. They fell and hit their head on a corner of like a table and then started having seizures. But they were fine afterwards. But I was like, oh my gosh, dude, like, what are we doing? And that was like such a big trend for a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, ooh.
It's like, next trend is eat Tide Pods and then
Yeah.
like what
It's like
the
the ice bucket challenge and
Yeah.
then the pass out challenge.
the Russian roulette challenge.
No, it's crazy.
It's nuts. That's wild. So
Yeah.
the pass out game got you.
Yeah, that was my only time.
I think the only time I sort of passed out, I swung off a tube on like a homecoming day date and whipped on the water, and I'm pretty sure I passed out. And then another time is I was like sucking in helium, and I was just going,
Oh my god.
and I just like hyperventilated and was just re-sucking in my own CO2, and so I passed out. But those are the only times.
Wow.
But
It's frightening.
it is frightening.
Yeah.
And I felt like with the balloon, I still remember a ton of memories all of a sudden coming up to my mind. And it was like very vivid and weird.
Yeah.
I don't know if that happened to you, but it
No.
was very strange.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
That close to death, maybe.
That close.
And I was
Yeah.
If he would
Yeah.
have taken one more hit of the helium balloon, he would have been gone.
I would have been gone.
Yeah.
Good thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
But so you were, I can't even remember how we got on that topic, but
It's like
I
art.
was, yeah, art. Yeah. Art too.
The pass out challenge.
But I was gonna ask, like, I haven't really seen much of your artwork. Is it pretty similar to anime, or is it like
Yeah.
just anime was the bounce board to finding
I
creativity?
think some of it is similar. Like there's this one company that does. They started out with like just T-shirts, and they like patchwork. You could do like a patchwork name on, get customized on the shirt.
Yeah.
And they did like boxers, and they did a boxer photo shoot. Like they were boxing actually, and it
Oh.
was so sick. And that was like that one was
That
more
is
recent,
cool.
but that's like my most anime drawing that I've got probably. Because
Yeah.
it was just like the coolest poses, like super high flash photography.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh, dude, I need to draw that. So that's like one of my favorites that I've done. And that one's like very anime. But I'd say
That's
most of the
cool.
stuff that I do now, maybe it's like anime inspired with like the colors, like very flat coloring and shading. But I feel like I'm kind of getting into my own vibe again. Maybe I never had my own vibe besides drawing dragons, and
Yeah.
that was just my thing. But now I'm like trying to figure out like what my actual style is, like what I feel like I'm not just copying or whatever. Like this is my personal, like what I want to express in art. And I feel like I'm getting there. Takes a little bit, honestly, to like rekindle that.
Especially if you haven't been doing it for so long,
Yeah.
and if you felt like you were copying someone, I could see that
Yeah.
being a long process.
Yeah, you kind of have to backtrack and be like, okay, I don't know if this is like me or if it's this other person that I'm really inspired by.
Yeah.
Because like the people that you look up to like the most, you're like, oh my gosh, that is like purely their style. Like that
Yeah.
is so crazy. And they've probably put in just thousands of hours to get that down. And I'm just doing like little by little right now, but hopefully one day it'll be something that's like, I don't know if I'd care to do it full time as like a job or whatever, but just something that I've got like a lot of time put down on paper. You know?
Yeah. With anime, do they illustrate each frame?
Yeah, man, it's crazy. I saw like this one YouTube video about it, and I'm like, I don't even know how you have the patience for that to do every single frame. I guess it might depend. Some do 3D. I don't really like the 3D anime that much, but like, yeah, just full hand drawn.
Like even their mouths?
Yeah,
What?
it's crazy. They find like a lot of nice little tricks to like simplify it, like
That it could match a lot of different sounds, maybe like their mouth
yeah,
shape?
yeah, like
Okay.
that, and just the actual shape of the mouth, like making it so it's not like how our mouths actually look, but like a certain shape will match like a good mouth for like someone that's surprised or whatever. It's crazy though. That's like a lot. I don't know if I have the, I don't know, dedication to sit down and do something like that. But that is like a background goal. Like that'd be the coolest thing to make your own anime. Like
Yeah.
Wesley's talked about that. He's like, dude, I want to make my own anime in my lifetime. I'm like, yeah, dude, that'd be so cool to have that as like one of your legacies. Just like create an
have a show.
anime. Yeah, it'd be unreal.
Yeah, we had some lack of preparation with the batteries, so
It was my fault.
Yeah, it was Mitch. He's like, "Hey, you should come with the batteries not charged."
Yeah,
I was
I
like,
shouldn't have said that.
"All right, fine."
I'm such a convincing person.
You are.
Sorry, man.
So not listening to that again, but we're back. At dinner, you were telling me about a cool project with like leather bags, and
Yeah.
your wonderful wife who's off camera right now, but she has like a sweet Kindle case business.
Yeah.
With the leather bags, what was kind of the story there, and what are you doing with that?
Nothing's quite happened yet, but we've got like the vision.
Okay.
There's just this vintage bag that Emmy saw, and she's like, "That is so cool," and it just doesn't exist because like a lot of leather, like products, like when we go to Europe, that's like my favorite thing to get is like a leather jacket. But the brands, it's like some random dude, like Giuseppe's leather, and you're like, does not exist. Like that's not like a in-house massive manufacturer. It's just some guy that was like, I'm gonna make a leather jacket or something.
Yeah.
So it's like you can't find a lot of this sick leather stuff because it's very like, I don't know, a lot of the vintage stuff is very like small scale. So she found this bag and she's like, that is so cool, like we should make it. And yeah, so we've just been really like loving the idea of that. And I've been looking into like manufacturers and stuff, and it's honestly, it's so cool. Like
Yeah.
just the idea of creating something, and Emmy, like I said, she's freaking crazy at jumping into something and making it happen. So it'll be cool. I'm really
That's
excited to see
sweet.
something like that. With my beanie business, it's like that's exactly like the thoughts I've had is like that's my playground to learn marketing.
Yeah.
And it's been so like rewarding to pick up on all these skills. And like that's what got me my last job. They're like, "Oh my gosh, that's sick. You've got your own company." And like we're like really all about like self-starter entrepreneurship kind of stuff here. And it was so fun to be like, cool, I got to like teach myself at my own pace and whatever, and
Yeah.
like learn like what the failures are with running a business, like not paying your taxes on time and stuff. And
Yeah.
the quarterly taxes are weird. I don't know what to do.
Those are brutal.
But
The
it's been so
Shopify
cool.
people say you don't have to pay them. Oh no, the Utah tax people say you don't have to pay them.
Shopify, who is not tax experts, say that you should pay. Like, what's going on?
Conflicting info.
Yeah, but it is so cool to just be like, oh my gosh, like I can kind of like prove to myself and to anyone else that like I can do this.
Yeah, it's sweet.
And honestly, it really helps to have Emmy around. She's just super, super good at literally everything she does. Like I'm not even trying to hype you up, honestly, but she's really, really good at everything she does. So
Yeah.
like I kind of look up to her. I'm like, whoa. Like she helped me start my business, and then we're helping each other with April. But that's seriously all her. Like she's killing it. So.
Yeah. Is that the name of the Kindle case?
Yeah, April supplies the Kindle cases, and she has her own floral company, and it's so cool.
Yeah.
She does it all.
So sweet.
Yeah.
I feel like the biggest, well, there's just such a big hurdle with being willing to try something and like not having a sure outcome.
Yeah.
That like stops so many people from doing anything.
Yeah.
They just want to know that they're going to get paid X amount an hour, work this number of weeks, and these are the exact roles you'll do. And there's like some almost false sense of security and just routine there.
Yeah.
Which is definitely nice. Like right now I'd want a little bit more of that in my life.
That
But like
could be nice.
yeah, like can't relate, but it's like when you are willing to just take on the risk of this might flop, or people might think this sucks, or I might not sell anything, or people might think my ideas are dumb, like whatever it is. Once you can just like not care, you become a superhuman.
Yeah.
Just by doing that.
Right.
Because like odds are it's something you do, you will fail, but the odds are also if you just keep doing things, something's gonna stick, and you're gonna like have a great success and whatever it is. With Emmy, it happens to be everything she does so far.
She's perfect at it all.
Yeah.
It's great.
But like even if it's 1 out of 5 things, like just being able to stick with something, I think is truly probably the biggest superpower that we have.
'Cause you can do anything. Nothing stops you. It's so sick.
Yeah. So I'm excited to see. Are you thinking to do from now just like perfect the leather bag process and then maybe make other leather products, or just like leather bag for now? Yeah.
I mean, we're going from Kindle cases to something so different, so we'll see what happens, honestly.
What that looks like.
Yeah. I think it'll be exciting to kind of jump into something super new.
Yeah.
Because like I'm a person that like I have to like think through. Like I told you at dinner, like I'm like, okay, I have to read it every single bit of like what it takes to like get a manufacturer, start the manufacturing process.
Yeah.
And that like really kind of halts your progress, because you just get so caught up in things that like do technically matter.
Yeah.
But you can like learn them as you go, really. And who knows like what will happen, honestly, because I don't know. It's going to be very random next outcome probably, but
and there's still a lot that you probably have to figure out.
Yeah, there's so much. Like we don't know anything about this kind of manufacturing, like what it looks like, what the costs are like, but I don't know. We found some cool people that I think will be able to help out, and it'll be sweet.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see the progression of that.
I know. I'm excited too. It's cool to just see something that you created, like physical. Like that's so sweet.
Yeah, it is. And with Emmy on your team, it sounds like it's bound to be successful.
Dude, we've got it in the bag. Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
And you're about to be a dad.
Papa Mitch.
Papa Michi. Which is nuts, man.
I know.
I I feel like my mind has just halted at 21, and so anytime anyone I know is having a kid, I'm like, wait, you're not allowed to have a
Right.
kid. We're children.
That's how I think about you too. So I'm just like,
That's
Parker's
good.
just a 21-year-old. Like,
Yeah.
he's not mature at
So
all.
it's not
and-
just me.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that everyone's in consensus.
Yeah, everyone actually has been saying that. Like,
People were texting you too.
Yeah.
Okay. So
there's like a Jordan Beat Digger, like fake Finsta thing that we all kind of hop on every once in a while and talk
Yeah.
about you, other people. Yeah.
mostly me.
Yeah.
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 I'm not surprised. A lot of good content there.
Yeah, tons.
Yeah.
We always like to dive on you.
I would say I peaked in high school, but that would mean I peaked at 5'1". So hopefully not.
At 5'1".
I was tiny, bro.
Dude, and you're
Yeah.
so freaking tall now.
Yeah, I'm 6'2".
I'm like nestled into your bosom when I
we
hugged
did
you. I was
we
like,
did nestle a lot. Probably more than I was comfortable with.
Yeah, right in front of the Mexican restaurant.
Yeah.
Wow.
People were giving us weird looks. Yeah, they thought we were on a date.
Yeah, we kind of were.
We kind of were, but not for long.
No, because I'm a dad now. I have to stop doing that.
Yeah.
I can't.
You gotta.
Sorry, Parker.
So you gotta pretend there's nothing there.
Yeah.
But that's wild.
I know.
Do you have name ideas? I mean, I'm sure you have ideas.
Dude, we've
Do you
got
have it
the
picked
name.
out?
We've got our name picked out. It's
Amazing.
We actually separately had the same name picked out before we even knew each other. Like, this
For
is like,
real?
This is my top boy name. This is her top boy name. And then,
What?
like, pretty early on when we were dating, we were like, oh, whoa, that's crazy.
That's
So
a
it just
sign.
lined up. It's been crazy.
There's
Like,
probably been a lot of different.
there's been a lot of
signs.
signs where we're like, oh my gosh, like, we are perfect for each other.
Yeah.
Like, even just, like, since getting laid off in February, and we
Uh-huh.
spend every single day together now.
Yeah.
Like, we're not sick of each other. We're like, this is the best. Like,
Dude.
this is the life. So that's freaking nice.
I
We
love
got it
that.
made. Little man is gonna come into a hopefully good home. As
Oh,
long as we
yeah.
don't go to prison for tax stuff that we don't know. We're young. We don't know what we're doing.
Dude. And odds are you won't get audited. You know.
Exactly. We're
That-
good.
Those
We're
are
good.
the odds.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know, hopefully you can figure it out within a couple of years and then just not get audited in the next 4 years.
Yeah. I was like talking to my cousin today. That's an accountant. He's like, "You've got a grace period. You'll probably be good, right?"
Yeah.
All right. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like once you start making some real big waves, they're like, "Where's our check?
Right.
Where's our check?"
Right now, they are not looking at me like, we want a percentage of that. We want the freaking $100 that
Yeah.
you've made.
But you'll definitely get there.
Yeah.
So
at
you
some point.
got a ramping era. You got a
Yeah.
ramping time.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's so cool, man.
I know.
I wonder, like, your life's gonna be so different in even 3 months.
I know. Crazy different.
Yeah.
And it doesn't feel like it'll be like that way yet. Like, I've told people, like, it doesn't feel super real to me yet.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it felt real in the first, like, trimester when she was like, I'm not feeling great, like, every day. I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, no duh. And then
Duh.
now she's, like, doing good, but I'm like, and every once in a while, though, like, you'll see, like, his whole, like, body, like, twist, and you're like, oh, wow, that is real. That's crazy.
Dude, and he's fully formed.
Yeah,
He's
he's
a
ready to go if
fully
he wanted.
formed person.
I hope he doesn't, but, like,
Yeah.
he's ready to go.
He's ready. He's got his bags packed.
Yeah, any day, but not any day.
Hopefully not.
Yeah,
It's nuts.
it's so crazy.
Dude, and my sister-in-law, Micah's wife, she
Oh, yeah,
just had a
yeah,
baby
yeah.
recently. She told me, I can't remember the exact timeline, so, you know, don't quote me, but I think she said she lost 40 pounds in, like, 2 weeks, like, before and after birth.
Oh my gosh.
She lost 40 pounds.
That is crazy.
And it's just like, the
Whoa.
body's going through so much.
Yeah, that is insane.
So, like, physically your life changes, and
yeah,
for Emmy and then for you, it's just like a whole different dynamic.
that's great. I mean, that kind of makes sense. Like I said earlier, like Emmy bumped over the weekend. Like she was gone for a weekend, came back, and I was like, oh, like you are pregnant. Wow,
And
that's
didn't
crazy.
really look pregnant before, probably.
Yeah, it's crazy. So body changes really fast. Life will change super quickly too. Like soon enough, we'll be waking up all night long, and I'm gonna try and get him into anime early on. Like
Smart.
Saturday morning or whatever, we're chilling out here and just
You
watching some
should
ghost stories or something.
You should yes. I love that series. You should be like the first white couple to have your son be bilingual in Japanese.
Dude, it'd be so nice. He's like so far ahead of us. We're like, I don't know what you're saying,
I don't
little
know.
man.
Yeah.
Get it.
Just quoting anime.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if he could probably get fluent from anime. I don't know.
Dude, some people do. They're like, oh, like I learned English from just watching like The Bachelor. And you're like, whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But cool.
They just think that this isn't gonna work is what you say for everything.
Yeah. Sorry, this is not gonna work.
I cannot give you a rose.
Yeah.
I wanted a cheeseburger.
Let me think through this.
Yeah,
Real quick.
wait, rose. Rose. I didn't hear you say rose. What? But
Yeah.
that's so crazy, man.
I know.
I'm stoked for you.
I am too. I've got like luckily good people in my life that like I'm like, oh, that's how you be like not that my dad and mom are just the best. Like I've got it made with them.
Yeah.
But like it's not like I watched them raise a baby.
Uh-huh.
Like I was the baby.
Yeah.
I guess I was the oldest, but like I've got like friends now and it's like they don't keep to a schedule. They're just like, this dude's part of my life. Like we're hanging together and it's so sick. Like one of my cousin's best friends, he has a son and there's a little guy and they're like, we're playing Super Smash tonight. He's like, okay, cool. I'll bring Shiloh. And just they like hang out and it's like midnight and just hang in. I'm like, that's so sick. Like, or like one of Emmy's friends just traveling to Europe for a month at a time with this little girl. And I'm like, that is awesome. Like in my head, I'm like, that's the end of my life. Like when we have a baby, I'm done. Like I'll have no more friends.
It's it.
That's all. And then there's so many people that are like, dude, no, like first of all, you'll be a great parent, and second of all, your life is like way more fun. Or like one of my best friends, he's like, dude, this is the most fulfilled I've ever felt. And I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I feel like just hearing you say that, it's one of the things that our generation has kind of picked up on more is that you don't have to compromise as much if you
Yeah.
don't want to.
Yeah.
Actually, you look like a model, and I was going to say, have you ever
Oh my
like
gosh,
auditioned
dude, I wish.
for a modeling agency?
I got scammed last year, almost. I was so stoked. I got this DM, and there's this modeling agency, and they're like, dude, are you signed with anyone? I was like, no way. That'd be so sick.
Yeah.
I was like, no. And then we set up this audition, and I was so stressed because it was like the same night as some massive event in Salt Lake.
Yeah.
And so we're driving up there, and it was like our anniversary. So we're gonna like go do this audition, and then go get dinner. And it was like stressing me out. And I was like, I'm not gonna make my audition time. These people are gonna hate me. Like, oh my gosh. And then they're like, no, you're all good. We can reschedule. And then for whatever reason, I didn't look them up at all beforehand. And I finally looked them up, and like everyone on Reddit is like, please, like do not interact with this like company. They will scam you. They'll make you pay for like to be with them basically.
Oh.
To like sign with them.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, what? So then they kept trying to contact me, and I was like, sorry.
What was the name? Do you remember?
Is Noma?
I don't know.
Is that something? Oh, was it
Urban Talent?
Urban Talent? Was it that one?
I've heard of them.
I think it was.
So I used to act, and I had
remember.
an acting agency.
NP.
TMG.
TMG, Tiny Meat Gang?
No. I don't know. What is that?
That's Cody Ko's podcast thing.
Oh, really? No, it stands for Talent Management Group.
Okay.
But
I
dude,
think it is that one.
well, first of all, I was just curious if I'd heard of them. But if you ever wanted to model, man, like I could at least, look up TMG. I'm not trying to get you into a Ponzi scheme. I get nothing out of this, but they're really cool.
Referral.
And so, like, you could 100% model. And
Dude, you mean it?
I mean it,
Some
bro.
days I'm like, I could do this. And then
You
most days I'm
absolutely
like,
could.
No, I couldn't.
You got the aesthetic, you got the look. So if you ever want to, I could totally get you an audition
Dude,
with
that'd
them.
be cool.
And, it might just be kind of fun.
Yeah. Do you still act a lot?
I don't, but like,
man.
it's the type of thing where it's just a time thing. Like,
Yeah, it does take a lot.
I could call them and like get represented again.
Yeah.
But it's just like not my focus right now.
Yeah.
But in like what we were talking about with a couple timelines that I could go down.
Yeah.
If if money wasn't an issue, my dream, I guess, would be to like pursue acting. I
Dude,
think it would be the
you were
coolest.
freaking good at it. Like,
Not really.
I feel like you are. And like I remember, dude, all through elementary school and everything, it's like you were always performing, like for the people, the class and everything.
I wanted an audience. That's true.
It was so funny, man.
I was a clown, bro. But I do really love acting, and I felt like you were talking about with drawing.
Yeah.
Just kind of feeling so, I don't know what the word you used is, but just like creative and fulfilled and expressive. I feel like that's how I feel with acting.
Yeah.
But so down the road, I think it would be really cool to just like pursue that for fun.
Yeah.
But I would never want to do it like, this has to work or else I'm eating mac and cheese.
I'm moving to LA and I'm gonna be an actor.
Yeah, which sometimes I think people say like having no backup plan is what makes it work. But like for me, I would just rather like approach it in like a fun, careless way.
Yeah.
And then like just have fun with it. But anyway, so I don't still act, but I think it's fun.
Yeah. I feel like you kind of found like other outlets though that kind of do that, like doing a podcast. I feel
yeah,
like you're
this
very
is fun. Mm-hmm.
You're pretty active on like socials too. I feel like at least in front of a camera, I feel like it's very like provides that outlet for you.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
And I've just like started to do that more for fun now.
Yeah.
And I do think that it's like a good fun outlet. It's not like I don't know, sometimes you see some people you grew up with and they're like, everyone's been asking about my makeup and this is the tutorial that I do, and it's like, no one's asking you. You're just getting like it's very clear like there's influencer vibes, and it's not like I'm trying to be anything, but like I think it would be fun to have like a social media following.
Oh yeah, it'd be awesome.
I think like we'll give Emmy a shout out. She has a really cool TikTok following. I stalked her. And I know that she's had a few videos blow up. And so like I think like I'm definitely open to that if it happened for fun. I think it only provides positive things. It provides like a cool base to connect with people, to kind of have like easier to market to people. But like it's not like what I'm setting out to do, because I feel like if you set out to do that, there's just like this weird energy about you that people can pick up
genuine.
on. Yeah. And it's just like it just feels like but it is fun. It is a fun outlet. Doing this, and I had one random TikTok blow up that I thought of in like 10 seconds because my mom saw a colonoscopy. She had a colonoscopy, and I saw some Miralax on like the like a, what's the word? Just like the dresser.
Yeah.
And I was just going out to run, and I was like, that'd be funny if like I treated that like my pre-workout for running, you know? And so like just literally with no thought on my second take, I just like made a joke about how a waiter suggested that I try Miralax for my workout, and like he's gonna go to hell or something like that, like as I'm running. And it like blew up, and it just was like no thought.
Yeah.
And then I tried 2 others, and they got like no views.
Nothing.
But like that kind of thing, I was like, oh wait, like that would be fun to like just keep doing that.
Yeah.
And so that kind of thing, it's like, you know, if I got like some random following from that, fun.
It'd be way fun.
Yeah.
And just post some goofy videos.
Yeah, and same with like, so I guess roundabout, like I think modeling, like you could actually do some cool stuff, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's see if I.
So check them out, and then you let me know, and I'll hook it up.
TMG.
I'll hook it up.
Look up a Tiny Meat Gang.
And even Tiny Meat Gang, I could get sponsored by them too, I bet.
Probably.
I'm in the club. Yeah. But I mean, even if you didn't do it with TMG, I think that you should, if it sounds cool, you should look into it.
We'll take the family around the world.
Yeah.
It'd be so cool. Oh my gosh.
And the last thing before I let you go to sleep.
This is actually where I'm sleeping.
Oh yeah.
So we're all set up for the night.
Oh good.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll just record the whole night us sleeping.
Like you have this spot.
Like a vlog.
Yeah.
Like a sleep vlog.
We can do one of those TikTok lives and people can donate while we're sleeping.
Yeah, we'll see how rich we can get.
Yeah, I love it.
That'd be hype. But didn't you get like a film camera recently? Or
Oh, I got like a really small digital camera.
okay,
That
because
thing's fun.
you posted like you were in Europe for a couple
Yeah.
months and you posted some like very stylized photos. That
Those
looked
things are
really cool.
I appreciate that. That camera does everything. Like I'm not even editing it. I just take the picture, and like the screen is like so busted, but I'm like,
Uh-huh.
oh my gosh, it's beautiful. And then
Yeah.
you put it on, like I download it onto my phone. I'm like, wow, that is like the coolest picture ever. But like I am not doing anything to it. I just
It's just right out of the
yeah,
box.
it's so sick, dude. I just got it on eBay.
Really?
Love it.
Was it expensive or?
For what it is, yeah, it was like
Okay.
$70. It's like a Sony Cybershot.
Okay.
And I think they've just gotten really popular on TikTok. So like there are other ones that are like $300, and I'm like, oh, and they're a little newer. It'd be cool to have one of those, but I'm not gonna spend $300 on like a tiny, tiny digital camera.
Yeah.
Once I have a job, maybe.
But it doesn't. I mean, if it's doing what it.
Dude, yeah, it does so good. Like it is perfect.
Yeah.
That's like my favorite thing now to take photos on. Like I take some stuff on my phone still, but mostly, especially if it's like, oh, this is kind of a cool place we're going. I'm gonna bring the little camera.
Yeah.
It's the best. I love it. Like
That's so cool.
I'm just vicariously living through my camera all the time now. I'm like going through, I'm like, wow, it's a cool street in Amsterdam. I want to go back. That's like, oh, it's the best though. Lots of good memories taken on that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the whole point, right?
Yeah.
To relive the joy.
Exactly.
Dude, last thought is like, people talk about, it's not the same with photos as like being there, which is true. It's like, but the cool thing about taking photos while you're on vacation is it really does kind of unlock a portal to how you felt when you were in person.
Yeah.
That you can't really seem to recreate if you don't have that,
Yeah.
It's kind of like a cue to be like, oh my gosh, this was incredible.
Right.
Like just the picture doesn't do the same thing if you hadn't had the experience before.
Yeah.
So I think it's sweet that you chose to make, and it's not just taking photos, like you made art out of it,
Thank you, dude.
So it's cool.
I loved it. One of the days that Emmy was solo, or I was solo traveling when Emmy was at her flower class. I went to like this park in Antwerp, and I spent like 7 hours at this park, I think, because it's just massive, so pretty, and dude, every picture I took, I'd just be like, oh my gosh, wow, that was like the prettiest thing ever. And then I'd be like, well, time to get walking again, and I'd see something, but oh, wait. It took me so long. Like I was eating dinner at like 10 o'clock that night because I was like, this is just the coolest thing ever. And like, when am I gonna come back to Antwerp to this park and like wander around all day? Like I have to just take the most time I can and like capture every single moment that like intrigues me. Like
Wow.
it was so cool. And yeah, it's so fun to relive those, especially through that camera. Like I feel like it captures the exact vibe that I felt there.
That's
Like
so cool.
you noticed probably when on your trip, like Europe is like their green is like 100 times greener than anything here.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And like that camera edits things so like the colors look a little better, but the greens, I'm like, no, that's exactly how I saw it. Like it's just vibrant, beautiful. Oh my gosh, man. Let's get back over there.
We gotta get you back over.
We gotta.
It'll happen, I think.
Provo's not doing it for me, surprisingly.
I think that I don't have a timeline for you, but I think I'll be seeing Mitch and Emmy back in Europe.
You hear that, Emmy? Yeah. I know. We gotta move over there.
Yeah.
He's so cool.
I'll come visit because I think I like this little bug.
He went right to my cheek.
Just wanted to kiss goodnight.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, Europe's really, really cool. There's so many cool places to explore.
Yeah. I know we haven't even seen that much of the world, but like that alone, I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's crazy. Like, America's great and all, but whoa.
Yeah.
The historical stuff going on here, it's so sick.
Every building's 300 years older than anything in America.
Yeah. It's so cool.
So awesome.
Yeah.
Well, dude, this has been way fun. It's been too long since we've caught up.
I know.
Let's do it again sooner.
Let's get to the roller rink.
Let's do it, man. That might have to wait with my ankle. a
Oh,
little
that's
bit, or
right,
my foot,
dude. Yeah.
but I would love to. Bro,
Yeah.
I bought roller skates.
Oh, like
I have,
real
like,
deal stuff.
real nice ones.
Dang.
And I think I have used them once
Nice.
in several years.
Nice.
So it's time to use those bad boys.
Yeah, dude.
So
It's
enjoy
the
it.
best.
Well,
I keep trying to get Wesley to come out.
Yeah. Has he done it before?
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
think.
He's not really good.
Yeah, he's not that good.
Okay. I'm
No,
not either, so.
I don't think he loves it a ton. I don't know. But Elle's always like, yeah, we're so down. Let's do it. I'm like, please, please.
Wes is like, sorry, I got stuck in Skyrim.
Yeah. Yeah. Because now we go and like no one that we know is there. We're kind of just going. And we're like,
Oh. You
there's
guys
a lot
the
of like
old people
18
now?
year. Yeah, we're like, there's a lot of
Yeah.
18-year-olds here. This is like weird. I
Yeah.
don't know. And it's like us, super like freshmen in college, and then like 3 70-year-old men that are always there, and it's
Oh,
like,
yeah. Those old men, they're living life.
dude, yeah, it's so funny. There's like, I'm gonna go hit on some chicks tonight at Classic.
She's 24, a little old for me. But...
Guess that is above 17. It's like, whoa.
Yeah, that'd be fun, man.
Yeah.
We'll do it. But good catching up, and
Yes, thank you
excited
so much, man.
To meet little man pretty soon here.
Little man. That's actually his name.
Oh, great. Called it. All right. Well, little man, maybe you'll watch this in 18 years.
Maybe.
Yeah. All right. We'll talk later and talk soon.
Thank you.
All right.